Hey guys, I'm back here with a quick how-to video. This one's actually about how to put in an iPad on a Dodge Stratus. It could pretty much work for any other car. Obviously the dimensions and everything else is going to be different, but this is just to give you an idea on how easily it can be and cheap. Now this is not professional grade, this is just something that you could do yourself without having to spend $2,000 or $1,000. I don't know how much it charges. I think it's around there, $1,000 to put an iPad in there. Obviously their work is going to be a lot more better because they're using all the right stuff, fiberglass, compounds, all that good stuff. Me myself, I'm just doing this something simple anybody could do. You could leave your hate comments below. That's fine. This is just for those who want to get this, for the ones that just want to get an iPad in their car without spending a lot of money. This is pretty much just like $20, pretty cheap. Anyways, you're gonna want to trace a trim of your dash into a piece of wood and then just cut it off. My cut, I had to do it with a my drill and a drill bit to cut the inside of the iPad, the inside of the trim of for the iPad. I tried to make it as straight as I could. Obviously, I failed, but thanks to this material that I'm gonna use, I should be able to pretty much cover those mistakes up. Anyways, once you do that, you're gonna want to staple starting from the top. If you have fresh material on it and it's straight, then you should have no problem with that. It doesn't have to be straight, but preferably straight. So you staple the top first. Once you get that stapled and straight, you're gonna want to cut the remaining areas around enough to the point where it's not gonna cover the area where the iPad is gonna be placed at. So then you just want to pretty much stretch it out, starting either from the top, from the bottom, stretch it out from the bottom, and then all around. Then you're gonna want to cut a next, starting from the corners, but not cut all the way from the corner, like a little bit off from the corner, just to make sure you could adjust it still while you're pulling it, to make sure it'll sit on perfectly fine. So once you pretty much check it yourself and make sure that everything is fine, then you're gonna want to staple it. Now the material that you use could be different. This is pleather or leather, whatever it is. I just had it laying around. Firstly, I was gonna spray the wood all black, but I had remembered that I had this thing laying around, so pretty much everything came into place by itself because I had the things laying around. What else? Alright, so here it is. Pretty much the same size. The only difference between this and the other one is the original bulges out. It's like bubbled. But you cannot really tell that much. You'll see in a minute here. So there's the iPad. Once you are 100% sure it's pretty much perfect size and it looks nice in there. What I use to keep the iPad in place, the home button. I did not make a hole on the front. I just pretty much stuffed from the back. I stuffed it with the extra material that I had, and that way it'll create pressure when you push it from the front, and it'll push the home button. Like I said, nothing too fancy, not professional grade, just as a hobby. And yes, I know you're all gonna say, like always, cut your nails. I work with cars, I need my nails for picking my boogers or whatever. So what I'm gonna use to keep the iPad in place is gonna be this H-back tape, this foil aluminum tape, whatever it's called. It's really strong. It'll keep the iPad in place. I'm just gonna put it in the corners. I'm not gonna tape the whole iPad. I'm just gonna put it in the corner. It'll keep the iPad in place. Now for the stereo itself, I still need to make some brackets to be able to hold it in place. So the stereo is just gonna sit back there. I'm not gonna take it out because that's how we're gonna get the sound from. If I wanted to take it out, I would have to put in amplifiers to be able to put the sound from the iPad to the amplifiers, and then having to buy one one of those volume things, whatever you call them. But that would have been going the extra mile. So like I said, this is just something quick that I was doing. I wasn't even gonna make a video about this. I was just bored at home and I decided, hey, what can I do today? And here I am, just making this video, making this thing here. But like I said, it does not really look that bad. Now, if you see the white edges from the iPad still, if you have a black iPad, you will not be able to see them, and it'll look even better. But if you have a white iPad, and then that is happening, what you're gonna want to do is just kind of put some black tape, like lining up from the screen. Make sure, obviously, you don't want to cover the screen. You just want to cover the white areas of the screen if they're showing, and it'll make it look more cleaner. Right now, you can see them, and it looks a little bit there. But again, this is just for you guys that want to put an iPad, that don't really want to spend that much money. And again, you do not want to do this if you have a brand new car. Obviously, this is an old car, that's why I went and did this. Everything is going to stay original. I didn't cut anything. So if I decide to take it off, all I have to do is slap on the other one and put everything back together. That's it, pretty much. Now, there's different ways to put this together. You could put Velcro on it to be able to remove it easily, to take it off, on and off. Or you could put some hinges to leave it there permanently, and you could just lift it up to the iPad and be able to access the stereo. Or you could just screw it on with those special screws. You don't want to use regular screws. You want to use those special screws that require like a special tool. Obviously, not the special. You can still buy it in the store, but at least it'll make it harder for if somebody tries to steal it. They won't have the right screwdriver to take it off. But yeah, man, this is pretty much it. I'm gonna put Velcro on it to be able to take it on and off. I was thinking about just putting the hinges in there, but like I said, this is an old car, so somebody might actually try and steal it. Try to break in just to steal the iPad. But again, nothing professional, just something simple for those of you that wanna do something with your car or with your iPad. If it's old, this is an old iPad. This is the iPad 2 or 3 mini, the one with the lightning port, the first iPad with the lightning port. But you guys, anyways, like always, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button. Leave your hate comments below, and subscribe for more how-to and tech videos.